There's a new generation of younger producers, of really dynamic, innovative arts organisations.
Focused public sector funding has helped catalyse the ambition and the growth of a lot of creative industries within the West Midlands.
New creative talent and businesses are the lifeblood.
Recognising the importance of developing new creative talent, Birmingham City Council supported 18 partnership organisations. Over 400 people benefited from an initiative called Equal, the Last Mile, funded by the European Social Fund. We followed two of those journeys.
Inspire and create.
Spaz was on a writer's development programme run by Book Communications.
I went home and I played on my play.
Before I heard about the Book Communications programme, I was working at MG Rover. I was a chassis design engineer, and I was I'd been there for about 25 years or so at that point, 24, 25 years. And I'd always been into the arts, poetry, music, and doing it as a hobby, essentially. So when MG Rover went bump, took a bit of a leap of faith and applied to go on the course. 3.
I sort of tried to convince him that really he should go after his dream. This was his only chance, really. If he went into another job, then I think it probably wouldn't have happened. And I knew he'd succeed in whatever he did.
When I actually found out that I was on the course, I thought, fantastic. It was almost as if someone had come along and said, actually, you know, the stuff you're doing isn't rubbish.
Well, it's hard not to have a first impression of Spaz. He sort of takes over the screen. He was fantastic. His humour and his sort of persona came through so vividly, even just through the written application form that he sent to me. And when I first met him, he came across as really enthusiastic and hard-working, I suppose.
It catapulted me off into the great big world of arts and writing, really. It gave me an idea and a sense of, actually, you know, you can make a career out of this.
Right, you got your poems all sorted? Yeah. How are we doing? Do you know it off by heart?
I'm doing a lot of work in schools, doing a lot of slam poetry workshops.
More excited than nervous, that's good. It's better to be more excited than nervous. When you're more nervous than excited, it's the time.
Slam poetry is just a bit of a gimmick, really, just to engage kids into poetry, into writing and performing.
And here is your host, the magnificent Spaz!
I want an introduction, right? I want an introduction.
The thing about tonight is just getting the kids to enjoy themselves and just take poetry into a slightly different arena.
Yo, this is a rap about gun crime. It's really topical at this time. Just last week, kids were shot. Whilst in school, we were shocked.
Spaz's work doesn't only involve the work that he does in schools, he's also a commissioned poet in his own right.
This one I really like. The night I found love on the Lady Pool Road. It's one of my favourite line here, which was, I was quickly drawn in by your Punjab paradise and pulled lovingly into your bosom by a man who spoke of your earthly delights and an off-licence owned by his cousin. So that's one of my favourite lines.
Following his love of all things Brummie, Spaz applied to become the Birmingham Poet Laureate.
He came home and he said, oh, guess what, friend, I'm the Birmingham Poet Laureate. And I went, oh, yeah, that's really cool, yeah, well done. And he was really excited.
As a Poet Laureate for Birmingham, he's so perfectly suited because he really is the voice of Birmingham in so many levels. So much of his work is sort of regionally, Birmingham culturally sort of centred, and one of the main sort of roles as a Poet Laureate is to go out and inspire the younger generation to follow, at least to be more creative and to read more and to try and be more literate. And so we knew he would do very well. He fulfilled that role very well.
There I was, chassis designer at MG Rover. Place goes bump. I get on the programme. That runs for about a year or so. And towards the end of it, I become the Birmingham Poet Laureate, which is a bit of a laugh. I keep thinking someone's going to knock on my door and go, actually, Spaz, we made a mistake, you know, can we have it back now, you know, can we have our ball back?
He's definitely changed. He's still absolutely 100% Spaz, but he's a bit more confident as Spaz, and, you know, as we know, he's now really making a full-time living out of his writing.